It's been almost a year to the day since I decided that I was gonna take YouTube serious. My first YouTube video as of making that decision went live on June 4th, 2020. I decided that I really wanted to share what I've learned in this year of doing YouTube and kind of just exploring my analytics a little bit. And it's my channel, so I can basically do whatever I want. So that's what we're about to do.
What up, Liz?
Oh shit. What's up? I'm Nazario. On this channel, I explore music business, tech, and creation. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may have noticed that generally every month I post an analytics review. And that's basically what this video is gonna be, but it's also gonna be looking at my overall analytics since I began. I thought it'd be a more realistic view of what it looks like to grow a YouTube channel, just because while I did have a video that has been doing really good, I didn't have that crazy success story of a video going viral and all of a sudden getting hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or even 1,000 subscribers. I'm still on my way. So I'm gonna take a look at where my channel started, where it's at now, the things that I've learned, and also my goals, hopes, and expectations for the future of my channel. When I shot my first video back in June, I had about 51 subscribers and 219 watch hours, which is actually pretty good for the fact that I wasn't really taking YouTube serious up to that point. I had a few videos that had taken off. For example, the Truth About Record Deal Advance video that I posted back in March of 2019 was actually starting to get traction around the time that I started posting. I think it had about 3.6 thousand views at that time, which actually was a really good motivator for me to just be consistent with everything, because I had already seen that I could make a video that could take off and get a lot of views. Around that time, my videos, they were bad. That first video did not do nearly as well as my Record Deal Advance videos, but I also didn't expect it to. I'm basically announcing to nobody that I'm taking YouTube serious, which now I'm just talking to nobody about my YouTube growth in a year. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And to be completely honest, these analytic videos are more for me than they are for anything, because I just like being able to look back and see where I was at specific points in my YouTube journey. And I figured they might add some value to some people's day or just some entertainment. So that's why I keep on doing them. One of the more challenging things that I ran into while trying to grow my channel was finding my voice in both how I speak and also in my editing. I go back to my old videos occasionally and I see how I was either very reserved or just very unorganized, and it makes me cringe, but I also like the rawness factor of them a little bit, and I wish I could go back to that. But I can't, because I'm me and I have a problem. Send help. But I do like that I'm getting better at being consistent and being able to flesh out my thoughts a little bit more. So that's actually really cool, and I'm glad that that happened, that I'm getting better. The other voice that I mentioned, like I said, is the editing voice. I don't think that people really put much thought into the editing of YouTube videos when they're watching them, but I think there really is a flow and art to editing a YouTube video in a way that keeps people watching. Both of these voices are things that I'm still trying to explore personally and that I'm still trying to figure out on my own. I'm just enjoying the journey of going through this process of experimenting and trying new things with my videos. In my research, I've seen some people talk about the fact that you're really not gonna get good at YouTube for your first 100 videos. I'm currently at 37, so I have a long ways to go. And I'm cool with that. There's no way I've become an expert at YouTube in a year. I've learned a lot, and there's things that I can tell other people, but I'm not an expert. Let's fast forward to where my channel is at right now. Currently, my subscriber count as of making this video is at 555 subscribers. My watch hours are at 3,057 watch hours. In order to get your channel monetized, you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Clearly, I'm very close to the watch hours. I can really thank the fact that I tend to get really good watch percentages on my videos, and I still have that Record Deal Advance video that's been doing really good numbers for me. The subscribers has always been hard for me to come by. I don't know if I should ask for subscribers or not. I'm still kind of looking into that. There's mixed opinions on that. Seems like people get annoyed when they are asked to subscribe. So my question for this video is, do you get annoyed if I ask for you to subscribe to my channel? I just really want to know how I should approach the subject of subscribers. I've seen some mixed opinions on it throughout my research, and I just want to hear from the people that are watching my videos specifically. Anyways, there are a few things that I can say actually led to the fact that I was able to get that many watch hours and that many subscribers in 1 year. It's not the most flashy number, but I do still feel like I have some value in the fact that I have been able to grow my YouTube channel to this point so far. The main factor that played into my channel growing to the point that it's at now is consistency. So when I started doing YouTube, I was seeing that a lot of people were making this statement about consistency being extremely important in growing a YouTube channel. As a result of that, I came to the conclusion that I would post a video once a week every Thursday at 11 a.m. Why 11 a.m.? Why Thursday? I just picked a day, really. It doesn't really matter. There was no crazy analytical statistics that I looked into for that. I just thought about the most logical day that I would be able to manage getting a video out by. And I saw that setting that rule for myself did wonders for my channel. I honestly believe that if I hadn't posted a single video the entire time that my record deal advanced video was taking off, I wouldn't have gotten the number of subscribers that I have now. I honestly think that it would have gotten its momentum, got its bump, and then just dropped off. The fact that I was posting consistently led to people finding that video and then finding another video that I had done and just ending up becoming subscribers at that point. On the flip side, I also learned that taking breaks is extremely important. If you noticed, there was a really big gap of time where I did not post. I missed one upload because of Thanksgiving. I did a few more, and then once Christmas came around, I just went silent. I ended up moving back to Ohio. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia. As stressed as I was and worried about my channel, I saw that it kept on growing despite the fact that I wasn't posting consistently at that point. That made me realize that I don't have to let myself get burnt out from trying to grow my YouTube channel or even running my YouTube channel. My main form of content that I generally consume comes from YouTube. So I'm used to seeing YouTubers post videos saying that they're taking a break because they're just burnt out and they just need to recharge and things like that. I know why people do that, because in the back of your mind, if this is your livelihood, you get nervous that if you stop, people will move on and your videos will take a hit and then your income will take a hit. Because I'm not in a situation where my income is solely dependent on my YouTube channel or even at all at this point, it kind of gives me this freedom to realize that I can take breaks if I need it. And it's probably better if I take breaks when I need it. So I just think that that's something that I'm glad I got to learn so early on in this journey of growing a YouTube channel. I will say though, the caveat for this entire situation is that you can't take a break for too long. Even though my channel did continue to grow for the first month and maybe month and a half after I moved back to Ohio without me posting, I did see that eventually I started to have a drop off in my views, subscribers, so on and so forth. And now I'm trying to pick up the pieces and just get that momentum back going. I think that breaks are still important, but just don't take too long of a break. Just don't let it stress you out that much. For me, YouTube is supposed to be fun and maybe bring in some income somewhere down the road. So I'm not gonna let it stress me out too much if I need to take a break. For example, I didn't upload last week because I was getting ready to go on vacation and I had a couple other things that I was doing that actually bring in money for me that needed to be done. And I had to make the decision on what was gonna get done and what was not gonna get done before I went on vacation. So even though I had shot a video that was supposed to go live last week, I didn't have the time to edit that video. So I just made the call that I'm not gonna upload this week, and that's okay. So that's what I did. I went on my vacation, relaxed, recharged, came back, walked in the door, and basically sat down and started shooting this video. I honestly feel like, to some extent, I'm not the best person to give advice on growing a YouTube channel because I haven't really gotten to the point that I want to be at yet. But I feel like because of that, I also, in some weird kind of way, am a good person to give advice because I'm still in the middle of growing my channel, and you're seeing me now at 500 subscribers. I'm not somebody that has 1,000 subscribers and is telling you how they got there. I'm in the middle of it, telling you what I'm doing right now to get to where I want to be. So you can go back to this video a few years later and be like, wow, he had 500 subscribers and now he has 500,000 subscribers or some insane number or whatever. And you can just see the process. Speaking of all that, it's time to talk about my goals and my hopes for the future of my YouTube channel. One of the first things that I want to start doing a little bit more of is some production videos. In case you didn't know after watching most of this video, I'm a music producer. I make beats, I produce songs for people, and I want to kind of showcase that more. So I'm currently trying to figure out the best way for me to approach that, whether that be through doing live streams or just making videos. Once I figure it out, you will start seeing more production videos from me. Another goal that I have is to do more interviews with people in the music industry. If you didn't see my first interview with Audio Anthem, I'd highly recommend going back and watching that video. He had just won a Grammy, and I felt like he had a lot of value to give to people. And I'm working on getting a few more interviews lined up right now so I can just keep that going, because I find hearing other people's stories really interesting, because it really shows that there's no one way to get to success and that there's not one thing that defines success. And I think it's really important for people that are trying to grow a music career to see that varying degrees of people in the music industry and what they've done to get to the point to where they are now and how they are successful in their own right. Another goal that I have for my YouTube channel is to learn more about what my viewers actually come to my channel for, so I can make more of that content. I have a lurking suspicion it has a lot to do with music business, and the reason I haven't really done a lot of music business videos as of late is just because I really only talk about the things that I have been looking at recently, studying in the music business, and I haven't been studying the music business lately, so I have nothing to talk about right now. And I think that people just look at me like I'm an expert, and I'm not. I'm basically just somebody that's learning about the music industry, reading books and things like that, and then just sharing that information on YouTube. There are people that know much more about the music industry, that are actually in the music industry, that are much better resources. But if you like watching my videos, then I appreciate it, and thanks for watching. The final goal that I'll speak about for my channel is I want to see if I can beat my Social Blade prediction for when I will hit 1,000 subscribers. Right now, Social Blade is saying that I should hit 1,000 subscribers in early December of this year. And I think if I pick up on the consistency again and start making videos that really speak to what my audience wants, that I can actually beat that time frame and hopefully do it by, let's just say September. If I can get my channel to 1,000 subscribers by September, I'll be happy. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers in general, I'll still be happy. Doesn't really matter when. But I just want to see if I can beat Social Blade, because I like proving people wrong. That's about everything that I have to talk about in regards to my channel and my journey of growing my channel over the year. And I hope that that inspired or motivated you if you're starting your channel, if you're working on your channel. And if any of those things did happen, then I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Not even gonna ask you to subscribe, but if you want to subscribe, you can. So I guess I'm asking for you to subscribe. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna get back to some consistent uploads talking about music business, tech, and creation, and we're gonna have some fun on this channel. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in my next video next Thursday at 11 a.m.